That's a gorgeous shot from Balbirnie. He's just waited on that and he's tucked it away beautifully on the leg side for 4. Bread and butter that for Andrew Balbirnie, an area that he really likes. And one of the things...
Hello. Wasn't expecting that, Mohamed Amir. It's gone all the way for 6. What a magnificent shot that is. Mohamed Amir will really not enjoy that at all.
I'll tell you someone who will enjoy it, Ross Adair. Fantastic way to get off the mark here. Straight down the ground. Lovely shot. Full from Amir.
Oh, dear. Strong boy, isn't he? Look at those shoulders. Professional rugby player, ex-professional.
It's going to...
Bowled him, over those wickets go.
Well, that was pretty comprehensive. Full delivery from Shaheen Afridi, and you could certainly see than anything that we had seen to this point.
So Lorcan Tucker on strike. Oh, yes, what is that? That is incredibly successful. Premeditated, and it's 6. Straight into the sight screen. A ramp.
Well, it's trademark Tucker. I've seen this time and time, in a sense, led to that victory.
Shot. 4 straight off the middle of the bat from Ireland's captain.
Now, that is a great feeling as a batter, I have to tell you, Alan. Out of the...
They're a comfortable side chasing. Andy Balbirnie's on strike. Where's that gone?
It is. I don't know what the expense bill will be here for...
Bulldozer, former Pakistan quick.
Oh, that's very clever. That is not an edge. That's off the full face of the bat to close out the power play with a boundary. Ireland bring the 50 up. It's 50 for 1. Lovely piece of touch this, isn't it, from Lorcan Tucker?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. There wasn't enough room for that full-blooded cut shot, so he decided to use the pace. Third man was up in the ring, but the execution was superb. This is just a finesse.
And that's what they continue to do, and beautiful placement this time from Lorcan Tucker. Gets another boundary. Tucker so horribly out of form in this format. He's burst back into life, 50 in the last game, and hasn't he started fluently here?
Wow, what a day so far for him, especially in the first game.
That's an edge and just over the head of Ayub, who's at a backward point position. It may well challenge the rope, although Amir not the most wholehearted in his effort to cut that off. Tucker gets 4, nowhere near where he intended. The runs continue to come.
Once again, Abbas Afridi, good delivery, just back off a length. He's quite tall, he does get that extra bounce. Leading edge just flew off the edge. These days the edges are so thick. Ball really flew and Amir had no chance with the backup in this series.
Bang and bang out of the ground. What a strike from Andrew Balbirnie. I cannot remember him playing as fluently in this format. It was the best ever innings I've seen in T20 eyes from him in the first game, and he's looking to back that up again. That was an almighty crack.
9 of them are in the World Cup.
Nicely swept around the corner. It's going to come up towards us. We'll crash into the rope. It's 4 more for Lorcan Tucker, right in front of our commentary position. Alan Wilkins, you still have time to get a touch on it, sir.
Just a slightly wrong line on that occasion from Syme. He's erred on length most of the times ever since he's bowled those few overs here, but this time it was the line and quickly pounced upon.
Swept this time up towards us again. Has he got it fine enough? Oh, yes, he has. Outstanding manipulation of the field from Tucker, who moves to within a run of back-to-back 50s.
Chasing the leather is Fakhar Zaman at backward square on both occasions. He had absolute...
Andy Balbirnie, 35 not out.
Red hats over their heads and then shielding yourself as well. It's just raining boundaries in this series.
Oh, that's gone off the edge. Man underneath it takes an absolute scorching catch. Rizwan is the fielder, and they won't come much better than that. Whichever ground you're playing on, Rizwan has taken a...
So the opener, Andrew Balbirnie, goes, and this is how he was dismissed. Just didn't get close enough to it. Gets it on the toe, flays away, but Rizwan in the deep, sprinting into the picture. And look how late his hands get into position and the amount of space.
Harry Tector gets off the mark with a stunning blow, and he'll take 6 first ball.
That's fast becoming a trademark of Harry Tector, that exact pull shot. It's a short arm jab, a little bit too short, and lifts it over the leg side for 6. So 11 overs gone, and Ireland are 106 for 2.
Confidence here with Harry Tector. That's just short of a length, and he's picked it up so easily. He's held his shape here. Oh my goodness, that is a miscalculation.
There's been a lot of rain around Ireland in the last couple of days, and this is plugged in the outfield. Just lifts it over, does Lorcan Tucker.
Shaheen
comes around that. Yeah, that's what's done for me. Expected the ball to skid on, and it's just...
Razum winning the toss, putting Ireland in. Balbirnie looking very... He's played and missed. Hassan Ali screaming for the decision.
Well, he looked like he was just following through. Then he decided...
Well, it was almost like a dance move. And, oh dear, it's another dance move. And the judges, that's Rizwan, of all people. It's miscalculated as well, but these are expensive overs from Hassan Ali.
Well, very good work from Lorcan Tucker. It's actually not gone where he meant it to go, but Rizwan gets his feet all jumbled up out here. Tries to slow down again. The ball just plugging in the outfield.
Shot. Good looking shot, and it's 4. These are telling blows from Lorcan Tucker. 8. Pulls it round from in front of his nose. Fielder can't stop it. It's 4 more. Saim Ayub is the man out there. End of the over. 13 overs gone. It's 129 for 2.
Well, the field had slightly changed.
Down the pitch goes Tucker, and he's got enough on it. No, he doesn't. He finds long off. And Lorcan Tucker's great innings comes to an end. Saim Ayub is the man who takes the catch at long off. That has been a captain's innings by Lorcan Tucker.
Well batted, Lorcan Tucker, first time. Neil Rock, the new batter, out for Ireland. He's come into the team today. Comes in at number 5, and he comes in at an exciting time in the innings. He does like to hit straight down the ground, the left-hander. Usually a wicketkeeper as well. He won't have the gloves today.
Well, he's got this through. Backward of point. Mohamed Amir gives chase. Fielded, good throw.
Yeah, brilliant pick up and turn there, and got rid of the ball quickly. Makes sure that they don't come back for a third.
Well, Neil Shaheen Afridi, 2 overs, 1 for 9. Mohamed Amir, not
15 aside.
in the air. Babar Azam takes it. Pakistan's captain takes the catch. Neil Rock is the player who's got to go. It's another wicket for Shaheen.
Well, he's given a chance today, Neil Rock, but doesn't make use of it. Really didn't get much of that. Lifted it down to long on with that bottom hand that we've been talking about, Neil Rock. He goes for 4. Ireland 137 for 4.
George Dockrell, who has really worked hard at his batting over the years. It's become a dependable bat, and he's got a few aggressive shots. This is the end of Neil Rock.
Yeah, he didn't go either straight enough or wide enough, just lifted it into the hands of the fielder in the deep at long on, Babar Azam.
It's a good over from Shaheen. 15 overs gone. Ireland 137 for 4.
Pakistan in front. It's a big final 5 overs as Alan Lewis, the former Ireland captain, joins me. Louis, this contest here, Ireland under par, under strength in terms of their personnel in the 11, but definitely putting it up to Pakistan.
Going, you have to keep going.
And that's a bit more like it. That's going to go all the way for 6. George Dockrell, he's more known for his power down the ground, but that's onto the Clontarf roof and well held by that gentleman up towards the old players' changing rooms. Gets us to the end of the 16th, 147 for 4.
I think realistically, if we pace seeing things out, and look at that. Look.
Wrist spinners are mystery spinners and so much express pace. And this has gone a long way up. It's gone nowhere. Can Amir himself get there? Oh, yes, he can. That's an excellent running catch. Dockrell, for the second time in the series, is foxed by a slower ball. He's ended up looking a little foolish from a very skillful piece of bowling. Pakistan have 5.
Well, a beautifully skillful piece of bowling there from Mohammed Amir. What you talked about, this slower ball from our cutters, and this was something that really Ireland, and you can see completely how Amir outfoxed Dockrell. And Dockrell has this habit which is tricky. He takes his with some big lusty blows.
And now there's that almost trademark camphor shot, but all he can do this time is pick out Shaheen Shah Afridi, who takes the simplest of catches. Well, he should have maybe have had 2 and 2, but instead he gets immediate return to wicket-taking action. I've been so impressed by Abbas Afridi. Another one for him.
Well, I was going to say that he has been exceptional in this series to date, and this will be really good for Pakistan coming into the World Cup, no doubt about that.
Okay, Camphor the latest to go. He's gone. Get a look at the replay first. You can see that attempted innovation, looking for a shot he likes. He actually probably got it where he wanted, but all he could do was pick Shaheen Shah Afridi out, and Camphor's gone for 153 for 6.
It's all duck or no dinner.
Boom or bust is what Alan Lewis says, and so nearly is proven right in the first ball, but he doesn't get it well enough to pick out Mohammad Rizwan that long on. Something that's been very noticeable has been Ireland's continued attempts at aggression. I think it was Harry Tector that hit the first ball for 6, and first and second T20 eyes.
It was in these middle overs that they struggled.
Another slower ball. Tector does well to find the gap. I'm not sure he picked it at first, but he adjusted very, very nicely. A little bit off the tail end of the bat, but it's a critical and much needed boundary for Ireland.
Very much so, but he hit that with a bit more purpose, Andrew. That's one of the big things. When you're hitting square of the wicket, literally in slower bowling terms, take it out of the keeper's gloves. And the fact that he hit it later keeps the square. That's what tends to happen.
And then even if you look at George Dockrell's innings, just the one maximum for him. That's almost come off the back of the bat, possibly, but it's going to be effective again. 2 badly needed boundaries for Ireland, just gives them something to work with 2 to go. It's 164 for 6. Two overs remain. Alan, 190, could it be enough? It wasn't the other day.
I thought it was going to be enough the other day, but just to be honest with you, I think in terms of cleverness outside of Ben White, there was no relent. If you kind of think about it.
Hard enough to get something on it. 2 swings and misses thus far for Adair. This time he gets an edge and he's going to be caught. It's another one for that man, Shaheen Shah Afridi. It's really been a series that's been all about the batters, but today it's about one man. He's in your screen. It's maybe Pakistan's best.
Well, Mohammad Amir again with the safe hands, and Adair goes 1 off 4
off 34. He's not going to get to that total today. As Hume pumps one down the ground, he's going to get 4. That's helpful. It's not from the bat detector, but equally effective from Graham Hume.
Excellent shot that from Graham Hume. Right down the ground. It's one area you cannot defend, and he hit it with great purpose down the ground. That will be a relief to Ireland.
Yeah, it was straight down the ground here, particularly at Clontarf. You get such good reward. And mid-off up in the circle too.
Last delivery.
Now, surely Tector's going to try and come back for the second. The throw goes to the correct end, but it's wide of Azam Khan, and well, that sums up his day. I can't think of too much that's gone right for Pakistan's wicketkeeper, but the bowlers, driven by the leadership of Babar Azam, for me, have Pakistan on top at the half. Is 178 for 7 going to be enough?
I fear not. Ireland are going to have to bowl and field out of their skins if they've got to compete here, and it's ironic that you look at it in the context of all the games differently, I would say. And again, if we looked at Mohammad Amir in the last few overs here with this offside field bowling.
That has been helped round the corner for 4 runs. Wrong line.
An absolute gift to begin with. Poor line, poor length, all the time in the world for Saim Ayub to get himself going. Is nothing better than a boundary of the first delivery for a batsman who's feeling under the pump. And Saim had an easy start. He'll take the boundary, but in a way softens the blow. Great agility.
Leg side, helped round the corner. Don't bowl there to Saim Ayub. Message to the bowlers.
Once again, that line. Meat and drink for Saim Ayub. He wouldn't really mind getting away to this kind of start. Like I said, he was under pressure, but this is now 2 freebies. Ireland would be disappointed. Hume, with his pace, that line is just there for the taking.
Yes, it is. Equation. Here he goes again. This time it is 4.
Take that. Saim Ayub had made his mind very, very early. Finds a boundary to close out. Overcharging.
It's gone a mile high. And it's been taken. George Dockrell takes an absolute skyer. Maybe he could have left it to the keeper, Lorcan Tucker, but Dockrell said, I'll do the job. I'll do it. And he's taken a brilliant catch. So that brings Pakistan.
How often do we see them back together? Saim is playing across the line. That little bit of movement really committing.
Goodness me. Rizwan. That is audacious. 6 from the diminutive Rizwan, and it's gone a long, long way. Again. Oh, It's going to be 4 runs. Curtis Camphor can't stop it. I think the ball's hit him in the face. It's right in front of us here.
He hit him in the head or the peak of the cap because he's got up on his feet. Nice bit of timing and placement from Rizwan. Just good use of the wrist. And this is where it all happened. He's done.
Square. Lorcan Tucker's missed it. It's gone through for 4. And given us 4 runs. Rizwan throws those quick hands at the ball. And it's 6 from... But this has gone miles. Over deep backward square. 6 more for Rizwan.
Little Rizwan at his very best.
Haven't
Been
heard them.
damaged just yet.
Look at those hands.
You did mention the other day about him being...
Watch, 46 for 1. Rizwan steaming ahead here. He's gone after everything. He's literally throwing those hands at everything that comes his way.
That was a slog.
Curtis Camphor starts off with a full wide one and it goes through the gap in extra cover. Sprawling mid-off, can't cut that one off.
Maybe the best of the 3 pitches we've played on, and then the small boundaries in and around Clontarf. Well, everything. And the great irony is, as he goes down the ground, oh dear, Neil Rock, who sometimes has the gloves, he will have...
It was played with power down the ground, beat as long as he could. But have a look here, it just bounces over. He got a little bit too close, truth be told.
They're 4 shy of 50 right now. Not going to get there yet, as Camphor bowls are really effective over. Just the 4 singles come from it.
Before the World Cup.
Good use of the feet and gets it inside out over extra. But picks out the man who's put it down. George Dockrell. He's dropped 1 in the series, make it 2. Ireland, they cannot afford to drop catches again.
Around, dances down, leg spin is tough to catch when it goes high. Spinning, and George Dockrell misjudges that. Not only does he miss catching.
That's clever bowling. Rizwan's come outside the off stump, so rightly the wide guideline goes with him. It gets us to the halfway stage of the chase. It should be 2.
That's through extra. That should be 4.
Well, this game is simply slipping through the fingers of Ireland right now. Dockrell with the catch that went down. The seamers have been persisted with. Craig Young could do nothing about that. And sadly...
Shot 4. Craig Young can't dive, can't stop it.
And really, you feel a bit for Curtis Camphor here. He's been given another consecutive over, his 3rd in total in the match. He's just been taken apart. There's already 16 runs come from it. And I have to say, bowling medium pace on a very good batting wicket against the class of Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan, I don't think it's a good option. I don't mind it for 1 or 2. You have to take risk to beat higher ranked opposition. Ireland aren't doing that now. And at the moment, Pakistan...
That's wide.
Oh, and it's a fumble from Lorcan Tucker, and that's going to go away for 4.
Look at Babar Azam.
Yeah, and it's wides as well. That'll be 5, and that's not good for Ireland. Not good at all. And that's a long way, I'm afraid.
Yeah, umpires are getting a lot of exercise. Is it 3? It is 3. 3 sixes. There he goes. It's the 4th. 3 sixes, dot ball, 4th 6 of this over. Round the wicket. Here we go again. It's another 4 this time over extra.